What a disgrace. What a disgrace this show was tonight. They better never go back to Las Vegas again for a WrestleMania weekend. I understand the show sucks and the booking is terrible and they didn't even fucking try tonight. It felt like a game where, it literally felt like a game where all the bench players were playing, or the players that don't get any playing time in the regular season during the meaningful games. Tonight felt like one of those games where it was filled of bench players and people that haven't seen the court the entire year. That's what this felt like watching Smackdown tonight. I want to read you guys something very interesting. Very interesting, okay? Last year, this was the Smackdown after WrestleMania. So for last year, WWE sold 16,139 tickets for WrestleMania, for Smackdown at WrestleMania last year, okay? Now we compare it to this year. This year, WWE sold 9,788 tickets at WrestleMania. Same city, same arena, and WWE sold nearly 45% less tickets to SmackDown this year the night before WrestleMania. Watching this show tonight, watching this piece of shit show, you would have thought it was, I don't know, the SmackDown before a Crown Jewel, a Money in the Bank, a Saturday night main event. This was the SmackDown before WrestleMania, okay? WrestleMania is in about 17 hours. 19 hours around there. WrestleMania is in 17 hours. And there was nothing done on Monday's show or tonight's show that got you a little bit excited for WrestleMania, because the build for WrestleMania has already been complete shit. And tonight, it's like they went on fucking autopilot. I wouldn't even be surprised if Triple H wasn't even at the show tonight, because he's getting too busy getting ready for Steph to be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame, which, by the way, comes on at 12 o'clock tonight, and nobody's going to fucking watch that. Nobody will watch that. You got the bench players tonight. It's like the NBA in the regular season, and your team's already in the playoffs, and it's the last game of the regular season, and all you get is bench players. That's exactly what we got tonight. Bench players. Andre the Giant Battle Royal, MFT's Wyatt, R-Truth, Damian Priest. All the matches tonight were people who aren't fucking wrestling this weekend. Triple H, I swear to God, man. He booked this shit on autopilot. Books this shit on fucking autopilot. And the stage, very mid. And it's very fitting for a WrestleMania that the build has been completely ass. So it's very fitting that the stage does not stand out this year. And it's just two towers and a big Titantron. That is it. This WrestleMania is going to be shit. and I hope it blows up in their face. They need a smack in the face of reality. They need a fucking reality check. 61,000 people in the building for night one. They're lucky to get 45 in there tomorrow night. 63,000 people in the building for night two. They're lucky to get 45 in the building for night two. They're going to throw some bullshit number out there, and don't believe it, because that's not the real number. They're going to throw some bullshit like 52,000, 54,000 for night two. Don't believe that bullshit. Okay? I gotta find this, because this just really goes to show how arrogant this company is and how they don't like to talk big picture. They're just going to ignore it, and they're just going to move on. Nick Khan was on the Bill Simmons show in Las Vegas. He was on with Bill Simmons, and he was about WWE attendance being down this year. And Nick Khan said, listen, we're down like a single-digit percentage. 1 or 2%. Whatever it is. No, I'm not concerned at all. Oh, really? Oh, really? So, we're only down 1 to 2% for WrestleMania fan attendance, where last time I looked, you guys are down 18% in fans this year at WrestleMania. You guys are down nearly 45% of fans for Smackdown before WrestleMania. And your attendance on Monday is probably going to be around there the same as tonight was. Just complete arrogance, complete ignorance, and just complete blindness. They are blind to the fact that their product sucks. They are blind to the fact that ticket prices are too expensive, as to why people are not going to be in town for WrestleMania this year. Why there's going to be 16,000 less people in the building tomorrow night than there was last year. They are just blind. They are clueless. They don't want to think of the criticism. Everything is great. Until they get slapped in the face with reality this year. I wouldn't be shocked at all. This is my last statement, and then we'll talk about the actual show. I wouldn't be shocked at all if we hear reports coming out and WWE was letting fans in the building for free during the show because they wanted to fill up the arena. Wouldn't be shocked about that whatsoever. If a report comes out Monday morning that WWE was letting fans into the building for free so that they could fill up the arena when they announced the attendance. Guarantee. This show sucks. WWE is a disgrace. And they're going to get slapped in the face with reality this weekend. Are they going to change? No, they are not. Because they do not care. There's reports coming out that they're going to break another record gate for WrestleMania on Sunday. You know why they're getting these record gates, ladies and gentlemen? Because they are charging astronomical prices for tickets. And then they're going to go out there Sunday night and they're going to brag that it's one of the largest gates in WrestleMania history. Oh, yay. Congratulations to us for selling tickets in the 500 levels for $300. Congratulations. We're going to get into this show here. I thank you guys so much for tuning in. bit of a rant there to start off this SmackDown review. I mean, this is not going to be too long. I mean, if you didn't watch the show tonight and you're like, you know what? WrestleMania's tomorrow. I know nothing is going to happen on this show. You were right. You went out, or you went to a sporting event or something like that. You went to a concert. You went to go have a drink at a bar. Like, you know what? I'm not gonna miss much with SmackDown tonight. I'm gonna go hang out with my buddies. You missed absolutely nothing when it came to this show. We'll go over it all, but of course, before that, be sure to go ahead and check out any content you missed this week. We already have 4 podcasts up on the Big Fight Fuel channel right now. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We got Raw. We had WrestleMania Night 1. We had AEW. We had WrestleMania Night 2. All of that is going to be available right now on the Big Fight Fuel channel. 2 of those podcasts are going to be up in the last 20 seconds of this video. You click on one of them and it'll take you right to the video. But of course, don't do that until you've watched the entirety of this podcast. And next week, we are still rolling here on the Big Fight Fuel channel. Monday, we have the Raw after WrestleMania. Tuesday, okay, very important. Tuesday night, I'm doing a Miami Dolphins NFL draft preview. That'll be Tuesday night here on the Big Fight Fuel channel. Wednesday, we have AEW 50-50. I'm 50-50 on whether or not I'm doing AEW Wednesday because Game 3 of the Stanley Cup, Flyers, that means a lot to me. So I might want to watch the Flyers game on Wednesday night. Thursday night, Miami Dolphins have 2 first-round picks. We will be reacting to both of those, and it's going to be a late night because one of those picks is pick 30, and that's like at the 11 o'clock hour. So it is going to be a late night Thursday night pick. Excuse me. We have pick 11 and pick 30 on Thursday night. And then Friday night, the Miami Dolphins have 5 picks in the second and third round. So, no SmackDown review next week. We will be reacting to day 2 of the Miami Dolphins in the NFL draft. So, lots and lots of draft content coming up this week on the Big Fight Fuel channel. So the show started off with Randy Orton and Pat McAfee pulling up to the arena, the T-Mobile Arena. And Nick Aldis approached them with a contract. McAfee signed the contract. Randy Orton said, hey, I don't mean to bother this, but you could chill here if you want, Pat, but I'm going to go out to the ring and I'm going to get some things off my chest. So finally, we get a promo from the side piece. Because in this feud, it is not about Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes. It is about Pat McAfee and Cody Rhodes. Randy Orton is the side piece. So he goes out there on his own to cut a promo. And he says that this was supposed to be easy. It wasn't supposed to be this hard. He said, to begin with, I don't need Pat McAfee. I want Pat McAfee. And the reason I want Pat McAfee is because Pat McAfee was the one who told me all I needed to do was be myself. Pat McAfee guided me back to the original Randy Orton, the best Randy Orton. Do you know how fucking ridiculous that sounds? It wasn't his dad. It wasn't Ted DiBiase. It wasn't Kevin Owens who told him to be the best version of himself. It was Pat McAfee, somebody who has no fucking business being on WWE TV, someone who wasn't even watching the product until he came back a couple weeks ago. Ridiculous right off the bat. So Pat guided him into who he is. And now he sees the light. He says a couple weeks ago, he won the Elimination Chamber. And he thought he would have wrestled Drew McIntyre, which Drew McIntyre is no cakewalk, but Drew McIntyre, very easy to figure out. I would have taken the championship with ease back to St. Louis, number 15, no issue at all. But then Cody Rhodes got his rematch, and he won the WWE Championship. And he literally told me to do this. He told me he wanted the best version of Randy Orton. He set himself up. Cody is a moron. Who do you think I am? Who do you think you are to give me permission to be the best version of myself? You messed up, Cody. He was about to say fucked up. But he realized, shit, I'm on PG. I gotta say messed up. So he says, in this friendship, all I did was give. I gave to you, I gave to you, and I gave to you. And all you did was take. You took from me. 2 years ago, you were trying to finish your story, and you were going up against Roman Reigns and The Rock, and you needed help. And you called Seth Rollins and just blew me by. Then a couple weeks ago, a couple months later, we're going to war with Solo Sikoa's bloodline, and you just let me get powerbombed through an announce table, fuck my back up, and I'm out multiple months of my career. And then, oh my gosh, Kevin Owens. I get pile drivered by Kevin Owens. Then you come out and make sure I'm okay. All I did was give to you, and all you did for me for 2 years was take. Well, Cody, I'm going to take that WWE Championship from you tomorrow night. I'm going to put it around my shoulder, and I'm going to call myself a 15-time world champion. And that was the segment. Not a bad promo. To be honest, it wasn't a bad promo. I'm just astounded how, since Randy Orton turned heel, we never got a one-on-one promo between Cody and Randy. Never got a one-on-one promo. How sad is that? That's sad. MFTs, Wyatt 6, a match with no heat whatsoever. This was the typical WWE street fight. Chairs, kendo sticks, trash cans. I don't think they used a table, but this was a typical WWE street fight. Whatever, man. The feud's over. That's all I'm happy about. Tama was going for the cutthroat onto Howdy, but Solo Sikoa stole his moment from him with the Samoan spike, and Tama looked pissed. So, the Wyatts got the lantern back. The MFTs won the street fight. We're finally done with this bullshit feud. Thank fucking God. The tag team division was on fire 8 months ago on Smackdown. And after SummerSlam, it took a back seat for this feud. All for it to end in a street fight the night before WrestleMania, okay? This didn't even make the card. The night before WrestleMania, with no heat and no carrying the all from the crowd. And now we have the tag team championships on a makeshift tag team. Good job, WWE. Good job. What was next? Oh, Jacob Fatu. We had a police car driving out and onto the stage. It was Jacob Fatu. He sent one last message to Drew McIntyre. It was okay. It's just I don't have the faith that WWE is going to let these guys go out and put on a great, violent, unsanctioned match. I don't have the faith with it because this match is going to be on ESPN, and I think they're going to have restrictions. I think they're going to be restricted to what they can do because this match is on ESPN. I think if it was on ESPN Unlimited, it would be a different story. But I think they're going to be limited. I really do. So I as much as I want to believe, I don't have the confidence that this is going to be a great match. I just don't. We had R-Truth and Damian Priest defending the WWE Tag Team Championships. Okay, I don't even know how this came about. I don't even know how this happened. I must have not been paying attention, but they were defending the tag team titles tonight against Kofi Kingston and Grayson Waller, who are a Raw tag team challenging for tag team titles on Smackdown. Gosh, fuck the brand split, I guess. Fuck it. It doesn't matter who goes to Raw, who goes to SmackDown. It doesn't matter. We don't care. Fuck it. At that point, I was completely done with this show. Completely done. And that happened at 9 o'clock. So, an hour in, I was like, I give up. I give up. Pathetic. Truth and Priest won, by the way, for those of you that care. Rhea Ripley and Jade Cargill had a segment with absolutely no heat or care at all from this crowd. They couldn't touch. Jade cut a promo about how Rhea wanted to be exactly like her. How Rhea wants to be that bitch. But she's just an emu freak who's going to get laid out Sunday night. And I don't even fucking remember what Rhea said. But I don't even remember. This match has no heat. I don't think this is going to be a good match. The only positive we can get out of this is hopefully Rhea Ripley wins the title. We just have to get... They have to get this title off of Jade Cargill Sunday. Are they going to? I'm not confident about it, but they have to, man. She is holding back this division. Holding them back. Not Julia. Tiffany Stratton versus Jordynne Grace. Number one contendership for the United States Championship. This was supposed to be Tiffany versus Julia for the United States Championship. You know, what a downfall, by the way. We talked about Io Sky on Monday, how last year she went into WrestleMania as the Women's World Heavyweight Champion. She put on the best match all weekend and won the opening match on night 2. How about Tiffany Stratton? What a fall from grace she has been. She went into WrestleMania last year defending the Women's Championship against Charlotte Flair. We could say all we want about Charlotte. I still don't like Charlotte. But at the end of the day, Charlotte's a 14-time women's champion. And she went in there, and they didn't have a good match at all. But Tiffany won. Tiffany walked out of WrestleMania as the women's champion. So Tiffany, she won the title in January. She had a 10-month reign. She was women's champion for 10 months. And then she lost to Jade. But she went from being women's champion, beating Charlotte last year, to not even being on the card. And if you look at her facial expressions during her entrance, she did not look like she wanted to be there at all, man. She looked like she just wanted to get in and get out, going through the damn motions. That's sad. That's sad. Tiffany won and stared at Julia afterwards, so I guess we're going to get that as a feud on Smackdown after WrestleMania. Will WWE put any time and effort into it? I highly doubt it. Honestly, their match could probably happen next week. Oh God. I really don't want to talk about this Trick Williams segment. This is how I knew. This is how I knew this crowd sucked. Because they were barely singing Whoop That Trick. Trick Williams brings out a gingerbread man dressed up in a costume. Right? We got the gingerbread man as the mascot. This reminded me of the Big Dog 6 years ago. I'm telling you, this product right now, 2026 so far, is very, very identical to 2019. 2019, we had a part-time champion. We had a part-time champion in Brock Lesnar. We are going to have a part-time champion in 48 hours with Roman Reigns. But this segment reminded me exactly of the Big Dog segment with the mascot. This is what you call a go-home segment for fucking WrestleMania? The loudest this crowd was all night was chanting "Shut the fuck up" to Sami Zayn. Good job, Triple H. You had at the time, one of the most beloved baby faces on the roster. And what do? You overpush him. You put him in a situation he didn't need to be in. He didn't need to fucking beat Carmelo Hayes 3 weeks before WrestleMania. Now he's out here cutting promos with Trick Williams, fucking random nobody in a gingerbread costume, and he's getting chants of "shut the fuck up." This segment was awful. Good job. Good job, guys. Royce Keys won the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. They made it extremely obvious. Him and Joe Hendry were the only ones that got entrance, so Joe Hendry being in this match, maybe that means he's getting called up, which, honestly, that's a good thing. Joe Hendry doesn't need to be in NXT. He's 37 years old. He should not be in NXT anyway. And then the main event, We had Cody Rhodes cutting a promo. He, goddamn. He got interrupted by CM Punk. They've been getting emotional with each other. The crowd couldn't have given a fuck about any of this. And Cody came out to his woe. I think that was the quietest woe of all time. So, yeah, that's my SmackDown review. If this crowd was reminiscent to anything of how the crowd's going to be tomorrow night, it's going to be fucking dreadful in Allegiant Stadium. So, alright, y'all. I'm going to get out of here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Subscribe. We will be back tomorrow night, night 1 of WrestleMania, right here on the Big Five Field channel. Alright? Have a good night. Stay safe. And as always, stay classy. And I'm out. Peace.